All right, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. Aston Villa 2, Everton 1, Villa Park at the early kick-off today. I can't even say it's just another one of those games because we need to stop having those games. I think were Villa worth the win? Maybe, because I think they put a bit more pressure on them than Everton. Slack passing, silly possession mistakes let us down in that first half. We looked like we couldn't string passes together. A lot different to how it looked at Chelsea last week, where we were actually putting it round quite well, passing it out in possession in the defence, getting it up the pitch and doing all right. Again, this final third is going to kill us if we don't get a striker in, or at least two by the end of this week. We need something in before Forest for the next home game. Losing Abdoulaye Doucouré to another injury. The injury crisis continues at Everton. And I thought he'd have brought on Onana at that point rather than Tom Davies. I thought he might have gone a bit more like for like and gone a bit more, a bit more drive within the team, because there wasn't much there in that first half. That we didn't really look like we were getting up the pitch as fast as we could. Second half, obviously, Danny Ings, the human stag do, has scored past us as he does every time he plays against us. So that was nothing new. And we went into the first half 1-0 down. And then we looked a little bit more convincing in the second half. We had a few more chances. We had a little bit more of the ball, but we just kept inviting Villa on and on and on all the time. We continued to do it way into like 60, 70 minutes. We just weren't giving them, we just giving far too much respect, really. And that's where the second goals come from them. He's brought on Onana for I think it was Damari Gray who's come on for him and Dele Alli both come on with the last 10 minutes and just seem to do a lot more, albeit Onana's lost the ball for their second goal, but you'd have thought Tom Davies should have just took him clean out. I know he's probably on a red and he probably would have gone for it, but it's one of those, to take the man, or we get the goal, and it was a poor goal to give away. They just passed it round that back three, and just didn't look anything near the Everton that we need to be. And then Onana's gone up the other end, and it's an own goal from Luca Dean, but he's put in the hard yards, probably more than Rondon did, more than Damari Gray did when he was on the pitch. And probably a bit more than Anthony Gordon, who I was online, I was watching the game and I was just looking on social media and stuff, and he was getting a fair bit of stick there, Gordon. And I get it, because he's got so much more. I mean, that bit where he went down from Tyrone Mings, where he pushed him on the neck and he went down holding his face. Get up, lad. No one wants to see that. It was pathetic. It was pathetic to see. I'm surprised he didn't get a yellow card for it. And on another day, again, it is going, as I said at the start, I don't want to keep saying another game and that this is a completely different, but we are so without a striker, it's criminal. It's steering a ship without a captain. Do you know what I mean? We've got nothing up top that is worthy of being a target man. I said, but maybe play Rondon all game, but even after that, I mean, did he have sunstroke or something after 10 minutes? It was absolutely bizarre watching him play. Dele Alli, another one. I just don't get him. They said he's come back fitter than he's ever been, but his attitude must be absolutely horrific. I just don't get it. Is it a confidence thing with him? Is it a mental thing? Is it a mental block, a stumbling thing that he's got? What's the deal? Because he doesn't even look a shade of the player he was at Spurs. I know he's had a lot of time out and whatever, but even then, he just hasn't got back to that player. And I was hoping that this move to Everton might have actually grounded him a little bit and gone, oh, hang on, I'm Dele Alli, I've got stuff to prove here. And at the moment, yeah, he looked okay, but it's all right. I'll probably get slated for only saying he only had 10 minutes. What do you want him to do? Fair enough, but what's he doing to not want him to start in training? Why isn't he starting games? There's a big question mark. Is it financial with Everton? Is it his attitude is rubbish? Who knows? But I think we offered Villa far too much respect today, I think I'll probably get Villa fans even saying we were shit. We probably were, but because we gave you too much respect and we invited you far too much into that second half. We just let you come on to us and just build the pressure all the way through. You'd have more of the possession, you have more chances, and probably you should have shut the game out a lot earlier. The way things were, the possession you had and the opportunities you created, especially at corners. But fair play for us for at least giving it a go in the last 10 minutes. But it needs to be the full 90. And I think Lampard will be taking a lot of stock in the players today and going, listen, and going back to the board and saying, I need something. I need strikers, because he does. He needs two at a minimum, because Rondon isn't the answer, and DCL isn't going to be back until at least October at this rate. So let's just see how the week unfolds. I honestly don't know who I want, where we're going to get this striker from, and what other additions are going to come in through the week. Is Idrissa Gueye going to be in this midfield? If he is, then that's good, because that, with Decore now being probably injured, who knows how long for, because it's just typical of Everton getting another injury. And even when bloody Conor Cody went down injured, I thought, he's played an hour for Everton and he's injured already. But he's probably going to have taken a knock and he's gone, no, I'm staying on. Which, fair play to him if he has done. Until we subbed him off for Ali, and well, we'll just see how the rest of the week goes. But another tough one there, because I think we were in it, but not enough to. Again, probably looking back to Chelsea, shouldn't have lost that game. Probably shouldn't have lost this, because it was silly mistakes and silly possession wise and things like that. But in other news, that kid's smart. Anyway, Paul's on his way back, so we might be doing a video from the coach. So if you catch up with that, make sure you give that a watch as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and give us your comments. Let us know what you thought of today. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Do you think David's talking a load of shite? Or, who do you want to see come in? Who do we need to bring in as reinforcements for Everton? Because at the moment, there isn't any. There's no one that I can suggest. Is Shea Adams from Southampton going to be that opportunity, that player, or is Armando Broca from Chelsea? I've just said I couldn't tell you the answer, and I'm just giving you two options. It's one of those days. It's too hot anyway. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and up the fucking toffees, Colin Chong, all stuff like that. Speak to you in a week.